Since we are the creative process, then we should pay attention to what we're giving, what? Our experience, what are we giving it to do? What am I giving mine now? What am I giving to the world around me? Everyone say, I direct, my inner environment. Okay. We're all worried about the outer environment. How about your inner environment? See, inner environment. How many have heard the concept for years, in metaphysics, we have been told, if you want to change your life, just get rid of your stinking thinking. That's all you got to do. And then find out what's left. Okay? Get rid of your nonsense. Get rid of your confusion, your doubt, and your fear. Understand that the process that we call spiritual mind treatment is what? Treatment is for a very interesting and wonderful purpose. Its purpose is to guide our personal consciousness. That's what treatment is. It's not begging of something up in the sky to change its mind about us. It is our process of changing our mind about ourselves. And then let the changed mind contemplate the world it lives in and affirm what the changed mind knows is true. That's freedom in action. That's allowing ourselves to know that as we direct our minds, as we allow ourselves to direct our thinking, as we allow ourselves to honor our own feelings, and allow ourselves to do what? Everyone say, I tell my feelings how to feel. I mean, let your feelings tell you how to feel. See? That's the wrong way. See? If you just let your feelings tell you how to feel, all you're going to do is reproduce yesterday. The world's not enough. Yesterday is not enough. The effects that I have in my life, that's not enough. There's something more. There's something more for me to do today, to understand today, to embody today, to be today, to give today, and receive today. And there's no exception to it. When we allow ourselves to know that treatment is not just a process, treatment is what? It is the power of affirming what is so by way of consciousness. It is not making anything happen. It is describing what is already true in consciousness. Whose consciousness? Yours. Mine. See, a lot of people confuse it. They think, well, I'll just sit around and just affirm something over and 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 over, hoping the universe will hear it. Okay. The challenge is, do I hear it? Do I hear it? The wonderful story, I've shared it before, but it's a true story. There was a woman up in Tennessee in a mountain, and she had been an invalid. She was using Coué's concept, each day and every way I get better and better, each day and every way I'm getting better and better, each day and every way. And she'd do this 100 times a day. Her husband went down to get supplies in a big snowstorm. He got trapped below. He couldn't get up there. It took him 2 or 3 days to get up there. When he arrived back again, he was concerned because his invalid wife had been there, and with nothing more than her affirmation, he had to get back to help her. And all of a sudden he gets there and there's smoke coming out of the chimney and he can smell food cooking and he's, what's going on? He goes inside and she's in, what's so mighty? She's going around, she's having a good time and she's in there doing all this stuff. He said, what in the world happened here? She said, well, you didn't come back and I'm sitting there doing my 100 affirmations each day and every way I'm getting better and better. Each day and every way I'm getting better and better. And finally she said, oh, hell, I'm well. And got up. And got up and moved forward in life. Why allow yourself to dwell in what was and beat yourself up because it wasn't something else? How many have done that to yourself? Okay? All right. Everyone say, the something else is good enough to be true. I affirm it now. Now walk out of here this morning and act like you affirmed it now. Act like you expect it now. Act like you are embracing it in the now you're in. See, there's some necessary questions we need to ask ourselves if we're going to free ourselves from the world knowing it's not enough and get higher. And that is, Say with me, is what I'm treating for constructive? Does it affirm abundant life? Okay. Isn't that a good question? Okay. Is your thinking, is your affirmation, is your prayer, is your spiritual mind treatment affirming what? Greater good? Is it affirming the abundant life? An abundance of health, abundance of happiness, abundance of love, abundance of cooperation, abundance of joy. Like that great song we sang. What a beautiful song. Give that song in hand again. Hey. Outstanding. Now, everyone say, do I desire to manipulate or appropriate? See? If we're going to appropriate, why not appropriate from the right place? Everybody point to it. Okay. See, that's where you need to appropriate. Anything you want, go here, not out here. If you become here the way you want to be, then out here will take care of itself. If you know it's true in here and you act as if it's so, you're not self-motivating, you're self-realizing. You are allowing yourself to be what you know is possible in consciousness. My whole book is focused on the idea that, as Ernest Holmes taught many years ago, if you want to achieve a goal, become the purpose of that goal, and the goal will take care of itself. How many have goals? What's your purpose for achieving it? Think about that this week and become one with the purpose. Act as if the purpose is whole, perfect, and complete. Act as if the purpose is everything you are, every cell of your body, every fiber of your being, every manifestation in your life, every aspect of your home, your work, your play. Know that that purpose is doing what? The world is not enough. It is not conforming to what was. It is affirming what can be before the world ever sees it. Everyone say it's good enough to be true. Now, you need to make sure that your effort, whatever that effort is something that you are not only directing, but you are allowing your inner environment to unfold as your outer environment, and you trust it. Remember, here it is. You ready? We've talked about this the last time I was up here. You become one with God when you understand what it is, that it's one thing, as Shirley so beautifully stated in her opening treatment, and you trust it. I understand there is one life. It is my life, and I trust it. I don't manipulate it. I don't beg it. I don't beseech it. I don't do a ritual to try to get it to change in relationship to me. I do what? I rethink myself so I change in relationship to it as me. There's nothing in the way when you do that. You are freeing yourself to a greatness you've never known before. Frank Bachman, the renowned spiritual leader and founder of the moral rearmament movement, said this: There is enough in the world for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed. Isn't that interesting? Listen to it again. There is enough in the world for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed. Now, he followed this statement by saying, if everybody cared enough and everybody shared enough, everybody would have enough. Everyone say, I got enough love to share. I got enough joy to share. I got enough praise to share. If you have people in your life and you choose to praise them instead of criticize them, I promise you, your life will change for the better, and you will go to sleep tonight happier and healthier. The world is not enough. If everybody cared enough and everybody shared enough, everybody would have enough. This is true. This is true of everything. But the main area is true as metaphysicians is what? Everyone say love and cooperation. Say, what are you cooperating with? Are you cooperating with your fear, your doubt, and your worry? Or are you cooperating with possibility? Are you cooperating with the things the way they were and your reaction to them? Are you contemplating the way things can be and celebrating it? The great teachers have told us very clearly that we should realize that abundance in the universe is an expression of the everlasting spiritual substance and supply. The everlasting spiritual substance and supply. Now there's an interesting word in that, everlasting. Doesn't go anywhere. It's waiting for our recognition and acceptance. There is always enough for you. There's always enough for me. There's always enough for our neighbors. There's always enough for everybody. You see, you don't need your neighbor's good. You don't need anybody else's good. You have the power to create your own good. Because why? The power is right where you are. I love the fact that Shirley in her opening treatment this morning used the concept that Dr. Holmes talked about all the time. There is a power for good in this universe and we use it. Now how are you going to use it? Dr. Ernest Holmes, in his famous affirmation of being, said these words, "There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now." Realization of this truth is doing what? It's allowing you to acknowledge within your own mind and heart the inner power that is always with you. It arrived with you when you arrived. It is with you now, and it will be with you always. And when you recognize it, you can wake up and realize, today I can decide. I can decide to decide that I have the ability to discover something within me I have never discovered before, and I choose to discover it. No matter how much I honor it and love it and understand it, there's that much more to love and honor and understand. And as I do this, I find that divine power as my personal way becomes what? The advancing front edge of my experience. It is the life force within you. It is the life force within me. It knows what to do and how to do it. All we have to do is let go and let it do it. And when we do, we find about the world we're in, the joy we're in, the relationships we're in, the health we're in, and everything. We find it all doing what? Improving. We find it all moving forward. Why? Because we are bringing about in our own heart and mind liberation. A liberation beyond anything we've ever known before. A liberation from human fear. A liberation from human doubt. A liberation from any negation that we've gone through in the past. And we find ourselves moving into a freedom and an ease of living we have never known before. It is only waiting for our next acceptance. Do it now and celebrate it. I love you. Namaste.